What do you do as a freelancer when you have an unexpected block of free time? I'm learning to thrive in the gig economy. Would you like to learn too? Earlier this week, I screwed up. I screwed up bad. I'd set aside a block of 4 hours to take a continuing education class that I need to keep my real estate license next year. I'd signed up for that class, and I had assumed it was going to be charged to the credit card that they have on file. Fortunately, I sat in front of the computer that morning with a shirt and tie to look professional, and I waited for the Zoom link to arrive, and it never arrived. And after about 5 minutes, I got a little concerned, and I went through all my emails, and I found one that said I needed to pay by check. They weren't going to take credit cards for this class. Big screw up on my part. I tried to call the administrator in charge of the classes. I couldn't get through. Oh well, I'll have to take the class some other time. But that meant I had 4 free hours that I hadn't blocked for other work. Now, if you work for a company and you were supposed to go to a class and it got canceled or whatever, well, what's the big deal? It doesn't hurt you any. You're still getting paid for your hours, right? But as a freelancer, that's not good when you end up with 4 hours that you don't have anything to do. So I used a technique that I learned back when I was a newspaper reporter. When I was a newspaper reporter, I was on the police beat. I had my daily work, but everybody in the newsroom had to do a Sunday feature every 3 weeks. And you had to put that feature together during your daily work day, in between doing your daily stories. So what you always had to do was realize, hey, I've got a free half hour, I got a free hour. I need to work on that Sunday feature because I need to hand that in at a certain time on a certain day. So what I've always done as part of my daily routine is I always have a longer term project or something I could work on if I have a little bit of free time. I always have it sitting on my desk somewhere nearby. So this way, if I'm sitting waiting for a phone call, if I'm on hold for a long time, I can just pick those things up and I can just work on them. Usually it's busy work. Usually it's something that's simple that I don't need to do a lot of thinking about. Low priority, so it's a longer term thing, but something that I can work on whenever I can. And in this case, what I did was I had some things that I could be listing online for sale that I hadn't gotten around to. They were kind of lower quality things that I don't think are going to sell for a lot of money. So I've had a box sitting there waiting for an opportunity to go through it. And sure enough, all of a sudden I had this free time because I wasn't going to get in the class. Just picked those up, put them online, started selling them. How do you handle it as a freelancer? Do you have lower priority, longer term projects at hand that you can use to fill in those free hours? Or do you just sort of go, oh well, can't do anything, I guess I'll just sit here and scan the internet and watch puppy videos or something? What do you do when you have that unexpected block of free time? I'd really like to know. Put it in the comments down below. And if this is helpful, this technique that I'm talking about with the newspaper that I learned at the newspaper, please hit the like button and share this video. It might be helpful for other people. Plus, YouTube really likes it that way. And talk to you next week.